Well, I would like to still throw this issue of Governor Fubara not resuming at the State House yesterday. And I would also like to coin the question this way. Who is constitutionally empowered to present the handover notes to the governor while he resumes? Is it the sole administrator, or is it President Tinubu himself who enforced this emergency rule?
The constitution was really silent about that particular the issue of handover. It's not a ceremony, and when you look at it, the governor did not hand over to the sole administrator. He was forced out of office by Mr. President, and some of us still challenged that particular process and said Mr. President was wrong to have suspended an elected governor in the states, because we believe he does not have powers to suspend an elected governor, because he was also elected. So we are not expecting them to carry out any ceremony of handing over to the sole administrator. He never handed over to the sole administrator. Neither will the sole administrator be handing over to him, or the president be handing over to him. What has happened is a clear-cut illegality that has happened in our country, and that we have consistently condemned and we have actually stood against. So we don't expect anybody to come and start doing a ceremony to hand over from one person to the one. It wasn't a democratically, it wasn't an election that was conducted where the outgoing governor will hand over to the incoming and all that. It was just the illegality of Mr. President, the state capture of Mr. President that we saw happened in Rivers State, and which he has concluded. So if we are now saying that the governor should officially, or the president should officially hand over the structure he has captured in Rivers State to the governor, then that will be their own political gimmicks. But the truth is this: what has happened in Rivers State is wrong. What has happened in Rivers State should never happen in this country again. Should never happen in this country again, because what we have seen is a state capture, that the president has captured the Rivers State for his 2027 ambition, which we have continuously and will continuously condemn. So the governor will just come back, resume office without that whole ceremony. Some of us have criticized the whole celebration that happened yesterday because we felt that it was unnecessary, because we felt it's a time for Rivers people to be sober and to sit back and review how we have fared in the last 6 months, and ask ourselves what would be the way forward. It is time for us to sit back and look at the way forward and to get healing. The state needs healing. It is very important that we heal, because we have gone through a lot within this period. And it is not, if you come down to Rivers State, I will tell you for free that people are not happy. There is clear-cut hunger in the land. Investors are not coming in because the Nigerian government has labeled Rivers State to be unsafe. So there's a lot of work the governor has to do, and Rivers people have to also see how they can assist him. That's why some of us have the fears that if this governor come in with the way the FCT minister is going, the governor may just be a supervised governor, where the FCT minister will have to teleport him in everything he has to do. And these are some of the fears Rivers people have, and we do not want to return to that particular era again. That's why we are saying, that's why when this whole thing started, we are like, the governor should be allowed to do certain things the way he wants it to be done.
All right, Barrister Chetam. Mr. Pele, this is for you. The governor is being alleged to be preparing his cabinet list. From what we saw at the House of Assembly yesterday, they're also expecting the list of new cabinet commissioners. Now, what manner of individuals do you expect that the governor will put in place? Because that was one of the key reasons why he had a rift with his benefactor. And also on one side, the sole administrator came in, he appointed his own SSG, he appointed his own head of service. Now that the governor is coming back, what happens? Is it the sole administrator's team, the SSG and head of service, or the one the governor had before he left? I'd like to help us put this in proper light.
Okay, let me start with the last one. Very brilliant questions you guys are asking this morning. The hiring and firing of government officials that work for a sitting governor is at the pleasure of the governor. The governor has that mandate to hire and fire. And therefore, if for any reason, it doesn't matter who employed who swore in who. If the governor sees that that's the kind of person that is not qualified for the job, let's even take away the sentiments, the political sentiments. But the job description, the person that is on the job, does he have the job description And does he understand what is expected of him or her? That's very important. Then the issue of loyalty. You can't employ your enemy to work for you. So all the people that he wants to work with must have some measurable loyalty to him as the governor of the state. There could also be the arrangement that they are making. So it will be a mixture of the people he wants and the people that the FCT minister wants. You know, so whatever happens, and like my brother said, we've had enough.
All right.
We want to move forward.
All right.
We just want to move.
All right. Mr. Chetam, now in lifting this emergency rule with which the president has done, he reminded governors that only peace guarantees the dividends of democracy. Would you say this was a subtle warning to the governors that if this kind of thing should replicate itself in their respective states, then they should expect this kind of action?
It was not a warning. It was a threat to the governors. The president threatened the governors and told them clearly that I have powers to wake up in the morning and actually declare a state of emergency in your state. And that's why some of us had expected the courts to come in. That's why some of us had called on the Supreme Court and said, Supreme Court, what the Supreme Court has done, for some of us, we're not happy about it because we're expecting the Supreme Court by now to have given a decision on this particular matter. The PDP governors went to court on this issue because it's an issue of national importance. We cannot allow this president to continue to think that he controls Nigeria and that we are all his properties. We are not his properties, his property. This is a country that has people, and people have a right to question your actions and ask for accountability. And if Mr. President is threatening governors and telling them that if this happens, this is what I am going to do, then Mr. President should be called to order and to be reminded that there are laws governing this particular nation and that you cannot wake up and declare a state of emergency just the same way you did in Rivers State. You see the silence of everybody over what happened, of most persons, over what happened in Rivers State has emboldened the president, and he feels that this is a right he has under the Constitution to declare a state of emergency.
Well, Mr. Chetam,
which we have continued to argue to say this is not proper, and that the Supreme Court must step up to give a decision so that this president understands.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chetam.
And that he's not a dictator.
We hear you, Mr. Chetam, and we feel your pulse.